And we are back on the WHHI-TV Daily News. With me is Dr. Debi Lynes, and I'm so excited to see you because you usually get to talk to Robin.
I know,
this
is a real treat, Betsy, for me to be with you.
Yeah, and you're going to be with us a little bit more often, which is great because we all need a little tweak here and there with our mental health, do we not? I mean, really.
You know what's interesting, and I'm going to just interrupt you there and say, for 2024, I'm sort of shifting everything. It's mind your health, but we talk about physical health. We have a great language for physical health. Very rarely, when we talk about mental health, I think people think what's wrong.
Right.
Not necessarily. A lot of it is what's right. So I'm shifting from mental health, I think, calling it psychological health, because you can't really separate physical and psychological. They all play together very beautifully.
Well, and I really like that though, when you're taking the stigma away from it, because we all need to mind our psychological health.
That's right.
No matter what.
That's exactly right.
So let's talk a little bit though, as we're moving into the new year, maybe want to have a different mindset, going into this. So you wanted to talk about a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset.
And simply a mindset is my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions, and my beliefs. That's what my mindset is, okay? And what's really interesting is by temperament and by biology, some of us are much more open to new ideas, much more fluid in our beliefs. And some of us by temperament are much more fixed in our mindset.
Can we be a combo?
Yes, yes. Because remember, in anything we do, we want balance.
Right.
Okay, I don't want you to be a loose cannon, you're all over the place. But I also want people to pay attention to if they're being rigid in where they're thinking or feeling. When we talk about mindset and we talk about what that would look like if you need a visual, it's sort of concrete barriers. This is right, this is wrong, nothing in between, as opposed to orange cones.
Okay.
This is what I believe. Okay, this is what I think, this is what I feel. However, when we talk and I listen and I'm curious, I may find that my orange cones move out a little bit or move in a little bit. But I'm not so rigid or concrete in what you're saying that I can't make adjustments because my brain doesn't have any room for that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Total sense, absolutely. So how do we move if we kind of think, oh gosh, I might be the concrete barrier gal? How do we move to orange cones?
You know what I think? We're not afraid. It's okay to listen. It's okay to be curious. It's okay to listen to opposite points of view.
Right.
Okay.
Which in this society is something we really need to work on.
And that's why I thought it would be so fun to talk about today, because we all want to fit in. We all want our tribe. We want to fit in. We want to connect. Okay, that's the goal of all humans. And I think when we have a growth mindset, we're simply saying, okay, maybe I can fit in with you a little bit differently than I initially thought, but I bet we can find some common grounds.
Right.
And if we can, then I will grow and learn more about you, and you will grow and learn about me. Now, if I have a fixed mindset, I don't even want to talk to you. I'm going to be right here. I'm going to go in my own little pattern, my own little life, my own little linear way. And I'm going to be very intolerant.
Very.
Okay, of what you're feeling, thinking, and believing. And over time, we can shift. Remember, initially, your mindset typically comes, your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs typically come from your parents.
Sure.
Family of origin.
Of course.
Okay, and I think that's why, from a lifelong learning point of view, it doesn't matter if you're 5, 15, 25, or 75, you can still have a growth mindset.
And in our last 20 seconds, why do we want to have that? How does that help us in our psychological health? How is that better for us?
It allows us to connect more authentically and open. It allows us to have joyful moments, to be a bit more happy, and to be more inclusive.
Well, and what a great thing to start the year off with.
Right?
Absolutely. Yes. Well, thank you, Debi. It's always so wonderful to see you.
It's great to see you. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. And we will be back, so stay with us.